So big game today, UConn at South Carolina. We're going to preview that game and we're going to do a live stream today. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
So hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. We're going to do a live stream this afternoon. It's at 1 o'clock. Rob's working, but I'll be doing it. So join me for that. It's a huge game, especially for UConn. If they want any chance of getting a number one seed, Rob, they have to win this game, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to get the number one seed in the East, which they'll probably be, they got to play a good overall game. And I think the key players, they have a great team. They have a good team. Just that they haven't gelled, and I don't know what the problem is, but they're not playing up to their potential.
No, I don't think so either. They have 3-star players, and unfortunately for them, they don't have the depth that South Carolina does. So that's why South Carolina's favored by like 6.5. I saw South Carolina's at home. I'd be surprised if UConn wins, but who knows? If their 3-star players all have really good games, I can see a UConn victory. South Carolina's lost 2 games this year.
Coach Staley seems to get her team up for the important games. She gets them fired up. She gets them going. They're playing at home. Yeah. They're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready to go. Because they're going against Gino. Everybody wants to beat Gino because no one likes him. So
they're undefeated at home. So let's make that clear. So okay, Rob. So South Carolina has a lot of balance, and they don't have any really big time scorers, but UConn does. They have 3 star players. So who are you going to put on Paige, Rob, if you were the coach?
Paige, I probably would put one of the best, probably Raven Johnson on her.
Okay, and then who are you going to put on AZ Fudd?
AZ Fudd. We got Pow. The whole thing, the good thing about South Carolina, they all can play defense. So
right,
just starting off, we put Pow on Fudd, and then you got in the middle, you got.
Well, you got to put on Sarah Strong then, Rob.
We got Edwards in there. Maybe we might start Edwards. Put her in there on Strong.
You're going to put Edwards instead of Chloe Kitts.
Yeah,
they're about the same size. They're all about the same size along with Edwards. They're all about 6'2", 6'3". Okay, I can see that. I'm sure they'll mix it up, and they play 10 players, so the defense is going to change on their star players. So it's going to be team defense for South Carolina. I think that's going to be the key, which has been the key to their success all season, or for the last, we should say, 4 years.
Yeah,
they've had lots of depth 4 years in a row. That's why they have 2 championships. The only reason they don't have 3 is because of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
So, who do you think? Do you think South Carolina is going to win, Rob?
Yeah, they're playing at home. They'll be fired up. Coach Taylor's got them going. Players are fired up. Against Connecticut. Connecticut, they really have to. In order for them to really even consider being in the Final Four, or even making, getting out of the East, they got to start showing what kind of team they are. And unfortunately, I think with Gino, I don't know what his problem is this year. He seems to be really grumpy and just really ragging on his team.
I think he's old and has lost his motivation for a coach, Rob. I just don't think it's there anymore. I think he's frustrated because he hasn't won a championship since 2016. So I think that he feels the pressure himself, and he's taken out on his players. UConn's ranked 6th. South Carolina's ranked 4th. So I think he can see that his chances are slim this year. He can see that. Go ahead.
You would think, though, Mark, he gets all the star players. Everybody wants to come to Connecticut. Everybody wants to come there. So I mean, it is a reflection on him, yeah, because it's like, dude, you get all these players and you can't win a championship. What's up with that?
Well, look at last year. They actually slightly overachieved by making the Final Four last year, considering they have the 5 injuries. And so, I don't know, people said they had 5 injuries and they got Sarah Strong, the number 1 recruit. They should be like the second best team coming in.
Right.
And they haven't been. And I think that was a fair analysis. And I think Gino thought, hey, our chances are good this year for those reasons that I just gave. And they just haven't lived up to their expectations. For some reason, they're not gelling as a team. Paige is not assertive enough, as everybody knows. Her numbers are good, but she's really not playing as well as her numbers because she hasn't come up.
You
Big
think Gino's kind of holding? You think Gino's holding her back, or just maybe got into her head? I mean, we talk about that. Basketball is not just a physical game; it's a mental game. I think he's gotten into her head. Maybe she's getting to like Coach Sides did to Clark. I mean, I don't know when to shoot, or I don't know when to do this. So it's kind of the same effect.
I think there's 3 reasons Paige isn't playing as well, and the first one is either the mental aspect or partly the physical aspect of her 2 injuries. I don't know. The ACL was almost 2 years ago, so you'd think she could come back from that. Most people takes over a year, usually the second season, but this is the second season. Only Adrian Peterson came back quickly from an ACL. Everybody else, it takes longer than that. If you don't know, Adrian Peterson got an ACL in December. The following year, he rushed for 2,000 yards. He had his best year ever.
He played for the Vikings.
No other athlete has done that.
Yeah, he played for the Minnesota Vikings.
Right. He's a running back for the Vikings. So, but every other athlete says it's like usually their second year before they feel 100%, even though they can play a year later. So this has been 2 years. She should be okay with that, but maybe it's mental about her injury or slightly physical about her injury.
Well, Mark, talking from experience, I had a ruptured patella tendon playing basketball, not just pickup basketball, and it takes about a year, and it does kind of affect you and your movement. Mine's different because with the ACL it's more of a lateral thing, but with patella tendon it's more of a just a movement. It really, I mean, as far as running and stuff like that. But after a year, I mean, you can. I don't know. After a while, you just kind of forget about it. But you do kind of think about if you feel a little twinge or if you bang your knee, if you fall down. I mean, I know I've seen when I see people with knee injuries, I immediately almost grab my knee like, oh, I know how you feel, buddy. I know how you feel.
So I think that's reasons 1A and 1B. It might be slight physical, but more mental aspect of her 2 injuries. Also, the second reason I think she's lost her confidence and she's felt pressure at the same time because of Gino said to her, hey, you can't be the first, big UConn star now to win a championship. And this is basically her last year. She's not going to play another year, even though she has eligibility wise because of COVID. So I think that's getting to her a little bit. But not being assertive, I don't know why. She was more assertive her freshman year than she is now. So again, I have no idea where that's coming from. And then we know the reason that you just mentioned, that Gino's been grumpy and been throwing her underneath the bus. And I think that's affected her mentally too. I think that he thought it was going to help and it actually hurt. Or maybe he was just being irresponsible and why he did what he did and said what he said about Paige. But I think that's the reasons why she's not performing.
I think also in the media, like I said, like we had a video about, start the beginning of the year, who was going to be the player of the year. It was Paige and Juju. So now it's like she's not even. I mean, I'd put her 5th or
the Vegas odds is she's 4th, but she hasn't played as well as Tania Lotson, so she's really 5th. And some people think she's not even the best person on the team. Sarah Strong, they say, is better, who's played really well as a freshman. So I think it's a combination of all those things. And she didn't come up in big games, and then I think she lost confidence after she didn't. And I don't know. I just think it's a bunch of stuff. I think she just wants to get out of there and play in the WNBA. I think she wants to get away from Gino at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
she wants some more freedom and less pressure to do everything.
Have fun. As you know, Mark, playing a sport, you want to have fun. If you make it into as a job,
right?
And you're going out there. Okay, I got to go out there and do this. And you get bored as an athlete. You get you don't put that much effort into it.
You better get used to handling the pressure and the physicality, Rob, because that's what's going to happen in the WNBA. If she's the number 1 pick, unless she gets injured again, it looks like she's still going to be the number 1 pick. There'll be pressure on her to win the Rookie of the Year and to play well. Not necessarily do as well as Caitlin Clark, but to play well.
Right.
Maybe make the All-Star game, be Rookie of the Year. There'll be pressure on her. So you should better get used to it. You got to toughen up mentally.
I'm sure she's used to it. It's just that. I mean, maybe
handling it well this year, Rob. Mentally,
I don't know if it's burnout or just like you said. I want to get the heck out of here.
She's not burnout. It's a short season.
I just want to get the heck out of here. And believe it or not, even with colleges, I don't know if it's with studies or even like that. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of factors going into it.
Well, the studies didn't affect her freshman year, so I'm not sure that's an excuse. Anyways, let us know what you think. Who do you think is going to be match up with the 3 stars of UConn? I think the stars for South Carolina, they played 10 players. So I'd like to see UConn step up and make it a great game. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. So anyways, let us know what you think down below. And please join us for our live show today for that streaming of that game. And it's at 1 o'clock. And our normal live show, which is going to happen, it's tomorrow night. It's every Monday except for major holidays. 6 to 8 Eastern time, you can call in for the show. So it's pretty cool. And also, if you want, you can donate to our channel. And there's super chats and super thanks down below. There's a link to PayPal. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for?
Come on now. Come on.
That notification bell when you do, so you get notified of our next video. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.